You doing all right over there, Jake? Sounded like that hurt.
No, I'm just old and everything pains.
Everything pains.
Yeah, and he's sucking down nicotine like it's his job.
It is. I need it to survive.
That doesn't sound true, but okay.
He gets all grumpy.
Welcome back to the Bad Gamecast. This is Jake.
This is Jason.
And I'm a series of inconvenient mouth noises.
And this time we played Takedown, Red Sabre.
Sponsored by Jif Peanut Butter.
Jeff!
What kind of radio morning show shit is that?
Jif. Welcome to 305, the Jif.
I thought you said the Jeff for a second. Fuck yeah.
Peanut butter, the king of nut butters.
Ew. Easily my second favorite nut butter.
We're just gonna let that hang? You're gonna elaborate?
Nope.
Almond butter? Brazil nut butter?
Was there a Brazil nut butter?
No.
Is there an almond butter?
Yes.
Does it taste like heaven? I bet it does. I don't like peanut butter, so.
Cashew butter?
Pecan.
Probably a thing.
I'm staying out of this.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, Takedown something. Okay, why is it called Takedown Red Sabre?
Cause you're the
don't know.
paramilitary bad guys.
Well,
But they don't have swords,
Well, yeah, but that doesn't matter.
or specifically a saber, and none of them are red.
You know, it's some sweet covert op name. Cause you're there to kill all the people.
it's not complicated.
Yeah, like they really lean into the you're the PMC and you're not the good guys.
Yeah, so, like, in the beginning, when you're getting your voiceovers telling you whatever you're doing in each mission, there are 5 missions, and the first one, you are hired to kill the terrorists who want to expose a private company that is developing bioweapons, and you are protecting the people who are making the bioweapons. That doesn't sound like you're the good guys.
It's a weird one because they're like, yeah, they're terrorists. And you're like, terrorists, that's bad. Like, and they want everyone to know about this company manufacturing bioweapons. And you're like, yeah, bioweapons against the Jiva Convention. Wait,
It's fine.
which side are we on again?
The ones keeping it quiet. Yeah, so
in the headquarters. No, go on.
The crux of this game is it's a tactical shooter. You are presented with 3 different game modes. The missions that you run, you have 5 different missions. They're all not connected, so there's no overarching story. Let's see. There's the biolab. What the hell were you doing at the office, the headquarters?
HQ.
Yeah.
The headquarters, you were a rival company is selling stealth detecting technology abroad. Kill them, destroy their hard drives, kill their lead scientist, something plausible deniability. So you're essentially just murdering a rival company and everybody inside.
Yep.
Okay. And then,
Seems pretty evil.
No. That's SOP. No big deal. What's
At the radar base?
radar base? Yeah.
Yep. It's an Arctic research station that has discovered something that your employer wants. It is never specified what the radar base discovered, but they discovered something.
Aliens.
This one specifically says make sure that no civilians are killed, but anybody who is holding a gun, you are authorized to neutralize.
Were there civilians there?
I don't remember civilians.
They're not.
Yeah. All right. And then there was the silo.
The reactor. That is
Reactor. Yeah.
one of the closer ones to you get to being the good guys. There's a group of people trying to steal nuclear material. So go out and take them out. But it specifically says not for the public safety, but so that public confidence in the nuclear sector is not shaken. So you're doing it for capitalism, not good.
I mean, I'd like to point out the public perception of the nuclear sector is already fucked.
right?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's just a shame. It's good, clean energy.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, I won't get on that horse right now.
And it's fucked.
There is one more. There is the cargo ship, and it's the only one that is decidedly not evil. It's just there are some pirates who took over this cargo ship. Go, eliminate the pirates. And
Yeah, Call of Duty had a cargo ship, so this game has one too.
Yep. So, kind of by a score of 3 to 1 to 1, I hereby declare you man and evil. You may now kiss the evil.
Do you kiss the evil, or does the evil kiss you?
Whatever you want, my dude.
What I want is not what we're talking about.
Evil! But yeah, I mean, from those missions, you are very clearly not good guys. So I don't know, like,
It's true.
typical shooter, you're the Marine saving the world. I don't know. I don't play shooters.
Yeah, especially like here in the States, you're John Marine coming in to pick the bad guy of the decade's ass. Like that's pretty much how they all go. So like in that regard, I found this kind of interesting, and that your how to put this nicely, morally ambiguous PMC group. It's not ambiguous. You are the bad guys storming in with jackboots, guns ablazing, but an interesting take.
There's definitely no coherence in plot threads. It's just like a series of isolated missions, and that's pretty much it.
Oh yeah, no, you and like so each mission has what, 3 objectives?
Yeah.
Ish.
And yeah,
One of them's always exfil though.
yeah, so it's like 2 objectives and then get the fuck out.
Yep.
And they range. They're not always kill a bunch of people, but inevitably you end up killing a bunch of people. Like for
the objectives are like, disarm bombs, kill a specific target, hack a server. It's basically either find and destroy a target or find and interact with target.
Yeah, and it's just the issue is that all of the enemies are like aimbot super soldiers. So there's no sneaking. You kill everyone.
Yeah, no matter how quiet you think you are, they know where you are at all times.
I used to think that like crouching helped, and me and Jason did some like kind of sort of testing where I would be running around not crouched and he would be crouching, and he would have more success not being completely murder botted. So I think there is some level of like noise detection in the game, but
yeah, I think
it's
there's
still rough.
Yeah, there's some, because there were times when I was doing that and like I would crouch around a corner and there'd be a guy facing the other way and he wouldn't ever turn around, and I would just like walk behind him and up the stairs that he was guarding. Except then like if I shot him, all of his friends would come running and I would get murder deathed.
Why don't you just use a silencer?
It doesn't work.
Gotcha.
Gonna have to edit all those cat noises to be extra loud.
Please do.
There's just gonna be like, I'm gonna cut them out of the episode, and then there's just gonna be a montage at the end of just cat sounds.
That
Just
sounds
cat
incredible.
sounds of Elsa's disappointment. Meow. Ah, meow. Damn it. Meow. Ah. So I didn't get into this before. You thought I was going to skip it, you bastard. This game was released September 2013 for the Xbox. It released 5 months later in February for Windows. Developed by Sorellen, published by 505 Games. I don't know, man. Other games that came out in 2013, we covered an Airport Simulator 2014. Aliens, Colonial Marines, and COD Ghost. So when you think of like, and I'm aware the COD Ghost is a much different shooter.
Wait, was that the one we played?
Yes.
Is that which one is that? Remind me.
The Space Rain, you get a puppy dog, your dad's the bad guy from Avatar.
Yeah, okay. I thought so.
Yeah.
You run through like exploding California.
Yeah, Venezuela, I think, was the bad guy.
Something like that.
The like Federation of the Southern Americas or something.
Yeah, because they all went communist and banded together as South America.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a grand old time. Regular world stuff.
So I realized that they're not like the same kind of shooter. However, we haven't gotten into the gameplay yet. This pitches itself as a more tactical shooter. So each engagement you go into, you can change the loadout of all 4 of your squad mate. Every mission that you go into, you get 4. And this is important because when you die, your perspective shift from whatever person you're controlling to another one of those 4. So they're like your extra life. And you can't like hot swap between them for the different loadouts, which I thought was weird that it wouldn't give you that option to.
No, that would dick us.
And you don't get that option if you're playing multiplayer because I know, Elsa, you had said you and Jason are playing together. The 3 of us played a bit together as well. Mm-hmm. And so out the gate, if the 3 of us were playing, we're already down a man, so we're handicapped.
Whoa. You say handicapped. And I gotta say, when I was playing single player, I had the most success when I turned off all 3 of my allies.
Oh, wow. Seriously?
Yes. They just attract enemies like no one's business.
I had the opposite where I would just like run towards an objective and then like I would get shot at, and then the 3 assholes trying to keep up would take out whatever dudes were coming around a corner. Now, none of them made it to the end, not a single time.
Success myself with allies gutting down AI and, enemies. Wow, I just butchered that sentence.
Yeah, like you were
Man.
saying, the allies are useless, and so it's better to be a one-man assassination crew with your sniper rifle.
I mean, I did the same thing when I turned on a ghost mode and then just floated through walls. And then I would come up under the floor, shoot someone, and then just sink back down.
That
I mean-
sounds
Panic,
kind of amazing.
Go away.
It's hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
So
Yeah.
when you're doing your presets, you have an option of different kinds of weapons. Your options include a primary weapon, which is like SMGs, assault rifles, shotguns, or as Jason said, rifles of either the marksman or sniper variety. And because of the recoil on basically all of the weapons, the only guns that are really viable are the sniper rifles, because even with the automatic weapons, like after the first shot, you're basically shooting at the ceiling. The recoil in this game is terrible with every single gun, and it makes automatic weapons basically non-viable because with automatic weapons, like in other shooters, the bullets are less effective. They're weaker because reasons. So you have one weak shot, and then you're shooting the ceiling, and then you die.
And don't even try to use shotguns because they have an effective range of standing immediately next to the person, and that's it.
They're
Yeah,
not
video
very
game
good.
shotguns.
Yeah, except the enemy will kill you from across the map with a handgun because he saw your elbow.
Yeah, this game has a crazy high TTD. Like, and depending on what you're using, it's got a fairly high TTK as well. Time to die and time to kill, respectively. So when you're trudging along down a hallway thinking you're being super sneaky, and then, you pause for a second, some dude a football field away sees your elbow clipping through the wall, takes out his handgun, shoots you, and you die immediately, and you don't know where from. And then the game thinks about it for a second, and then the perspective shift, if you're playing solo, to another person. They're standing there in the open, frozen, because they just got mind jacked. And I had it a bunch of times where mid-transition process, they would get shot by an enemy, like, running around the corner.
All
Just
the
sees them
fucking
stand there like a
time.
fucking... Yeah, and then you just have this clusterfuck domino effect where, like, oh, yeah, that guy died. And then, because the third guy's standing there like a fucking idiot, dudes come around the corner, shoot him. Oh, haha, thought you were going there. Nope. Now you got fucking Dopey Jones in the back. Like, I don't know what's happening. Still in a fucking stairwell somewhere, and you hope for the goddamn best. But oh no, 6 dudes kicked the fucking door in and gunned him down.
You never stood a chance.
He shouldn't have been there in the first place. Poor Dopey Jones. I want to go on the mission. Let's bring him on this one. It'll be easy.
You sound like a deflating bagpipe.
So yeah, I mean that's part of why like I never used the teammates is I never found them useful. The extra life never outweighed them being piss all useless to me.
The one time that I succeeded by mind-jacking my friend after I died initially. So there was merit in my playthrough, at least once.
Yeah, I mean I can't say I beat more than one of the missions by myself, so this game is really difficult for it feels like no reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like aimbot it's so ridiculously apt because if you see like they just turn and then hit you dead center and like you have body armor options which don't really seem to do anything. Like sometimes if you had heavy armor on, you could take a shot, but there were plenty of times when I would have like light or no armor, like whatever the option there is.
Light armor.
The light armor, I would still like catch a bullet and not die immediately.
And with heavy armor, it's still like at least 75% one shot, one kill against you.
Yeah, and you just
Yep.
move slower.
I'm pretty sure there was some sort of like health regeneration under the hood that the game never tells us about because again, going back to the one level that I beat that tells you how difficult this is. I took maybe like 6 shots to my dude and didn't die, but I always took the shots like with space between them. So there was definitely some health mechanic or shield mechanic under the hood that the game just doesn't tell you about. And as you guys were saying, 75% of the time you just get shot and die.
Well, it definitely has damage because if you get hurt enough, you can't run anymore.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Well, I only knew that as I was trying to sprint from objective to objective, and then like you'd get shot, and then suddenly your dude's just like hunched over, like got shot, I'ma die, carry on, Phillips. And Phillips is in the back, mindless because you haven't jacked into him yet, not knowing what to do. This game's a treat.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
real
something.
treat. Playing, when we all played together, it was by far its best. And not best because it was good and enjoyable and fun, but because it was funny because of how quickly we would all die for no reason.
Oh, yes.
It was some
Like-
shared misery shit.
Yeah, it was just be like, all right, we spawned in. Guys, I'm dead already. What? I don't know either.
That's not a joke. Like, some of
Just-
us would spawn in at different times, and then, like, as the second or third person would spawn in, like, the first person was already dead.
Yep, I got killed by someone across the map who I can't see. I just died. Neat.
It's fun. It's fun for fun. Fun.
Did you guys try the other game modes?
Yes. So there is also bomb disposal and tango hunt. Those are, from what I saw, not available single player, but I didn't look that hard.
They were.
Okay. Tango hunt is just kill them all. The only goal is to kill all enemies. And we never completed one of those.
Nope.
Because enemies kill you very fast. And then bomb disposal randomly spawns a bomb. And I say randomly, I'm pretty sure there's like set locations. It
That feels right.
changes, but it, isn't always the same.
Yeah.
So it'll just spawn the bomb at one of these locations. And all you have to do is disable the bomb. We got... I don't remember how many, but a few victories out of that one.
Either 2 or 3.
And they are not hard-earned good victories. They are, I sprinted up to the top of a tower and a bomb happened to be there.
Yeah, we ended up killing maybe like 3 or 4 tangos in each of those victories and ran away from the rest of them. Well, I was dead, but Jason ran away from the rest of them.
One of them, I was actively being shot while disarming the bomb.
Oh, that's
Amazing.
choice.
And so, the screen went black, and neither of us knew if we had succeeded or failed until the end screen came up and it said mission successful.
Let's get there.
That good shit.
Okay, so I ran these solo. This was one of the times my internet was having a full-on bitch fit. I did look up some cheats on my phone just to see if there were any. You can enable God mode where you just don't die, which is funny walking through the missions like the fucking Terminator. It's not
That sounds
fun.
way more satisfying than whatever the fuck we did.
No, God mode honestly wasn't fun. Ghost mode,
Ghost mode though, yeah.
fun.
Ghost mode, you can't interact with anything, so you can't do the bomb disposal because you can't interact with the bomb. But you just walk. You can walk up. You float through walls, the floor, the ceiling. You can go outside the bounds of the level. It is hilarious.
Okay.
Like I'd said, I was doing the cargo ship, and I went deep into the water and then up, and then I would poke the barrel of my gun through the floor, shoot a bad guy, and then just slowly drop back down, while the enemies all around would bug the hell out because they knew someone was there, but they couldn't get to me underneath the ship.
Would they just randomly shoot into the ground?
No. Occasionally, if I was in a cargo container, they would shoot at the cargo container.
Okay.
Spooky.
Yeah. I will say though, thanks to a ghost mode, I really appreciated how large the reactor level is. That fucking thing is huge.
I managed to get to I don't know, the second or third stage of that in one of my playthroughs, and basically out of the main silo and into the other structures. And I did kind of want to explore more of it, but I didn't want to go through the tedious crawling through the levels and picking people off with my sniper rifle. It took me a good 20 minutes to even get that one run, and then I died, and I didn't want to do it anymore, so I closed the game and left.
The right choice, yeah.
Yep. A few more things that I noticed. There is no crosshair when you are not aiming down the sights, so you can do basically no accurate hip firing.
Oh
which
yeah,
is terrible.
no matter what gun, there's no crosshair until you ADS.
Yep.
See, I didn't find that to be that big a deal because it's always just centered in the screen.
The time to ADSing is terrible. People who have played first-person shooters know what I'm talking about. You want your ADS animation to be pretty fast, so you just snap down the sights and be able to shoot. That was one of the biggest reasons I think the AI, the computer, was able to kill us so quickly, is because we're wasting time with this long-ass ADS animation, and by that time, they've already focused in on your head and shot you and blown your brain matter out of the back of your skull.
For certainly the sniper rifles, the long scope has a completely unusable aim.
Yeah, it's brutal.
You go over to it and it doesn't zoom at first. It goes into the sight and then it zooms, and it zooms so far that it's unusable. It is brutal. But yeah, I mean, and then using the sniper rifle, I was using the iron sights and hollow sight were completely worthless. Despite being the fastest, they were actually blocked by the front of the gun.
That's perfect design.
Yeah, so you would ADS and thus the front of the gun is all you would see. So it's great, that's what I wanted.
Yeah, for the most part, I was running an ACOG scope or just iron sights. And depending on the gun, the iron sights would be fine. But yeah, trying the long scope, that thing is awful. And then the hollow sight, God, it just looks bad. I just wanted a nice simple little red dot, but they don't have that option. It's not tactical enough.
Well, yeah, you can't have nice things.
Yeah, they have to make it hard for you at all times. times to play this game, right?
Except
that's what
when it's not difficult. Go on, Jason.
that's what people want. They want a game that's grueling and unfun. It just kills you all the time, and your gun selection doesn't feel good or like it matters. Grenades are impossible to throw.
No. Grenades are fun because you never know where they're gonna go because they bounce fucking crazy.
Grenades are hilarious. It is unfortunate that the switching guns animation is so long. It is several seconds long.
Oh yeah, you can't like get into a firefight with someone and then like switch to your pistol to try to finish them off, because by the time you get your pistol out, 7 of his friends will have shown.
Gunfights for the whole family.
Is there anything else to this game? I mean, okay, so when did this game come out?
2013.
No, it looks bad.
Yep, there were plenty of games in that era, like, Halo Reach, Mass Effect, that, like, looked good.
Yeah, it is weird to think about, because it came out on the 360 first, and this looks like an early 360 game.
Right? Like, I would have said 08, 09
Yeah.
is when I would
Yeah.
guess this game had come out, just thinking about, like, the graphics and looking at it. And then you're like, no, 2013. I'm like, oh, that doesn't feel right at all.
Now, I remember, because this game was a suggestion, they were telling us how this was Kickstarter backed, right?
Yes.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Aw.
and they actually backed the Kickstarter, which woof.
That does make me feel a little worse for, like, tearing into it, but, only a little.
No. This is the finished product they put out, and they had told us that they weren't thrilled with the final release because like they didn't have stuff that they were promised. And if you're listening, I'm only saying they because we haven't talked about if we could use your name or not, so I'm not gonna just throw you under the bus.
You are.
You know what you did.
You made us play this awful game. And, I say, and I mean, it is awful, but it's like relative awful, right? I'm not trying to support this game. Don't worry. When it comes to recommendations, I'm going to tell you never to play this garbage. But like, I don't know, so much of my hate is burned up at this point that it's hard for me to get really worked up about this
Your hate
shitty.
is truly reserved for the bad. This is just, eh.
It's just there. It's not good. It's not overly offensive, but it's not good. It's something that someone put out that shouldn't probably exist. Someone probably played it and enjoyed it, and they're gonna be like, oh, they're dumping on one of my favorite games. But you know what? No, it's not good. It's bad. But like, it's not Sonic.
It kind of reminds me of Rascal in that way, and yeah, it ain't Sonic.
Like, man, I've played things that made me want to just like stop playing video games.
Yeah.
One of them
WWE
succeeded.
2K20. Sorry.
One of them succeeded for a month. I played Bubsy 3D, and then I did not play another video game for an entire month. I thought my life ended. I wasn't sure.
No, like that's like we talked about it in that episode too, just like how breaking that fucking game is. I don't yeah, no, this ain't Bubsy.
So I'm really trying to like, think of things to talk about to like, but there's, I don't know, it doesn't do anything horribly offensive like some of the games we've talked about. Ooh.
I mean, just war profiteering, and that's just normal, benign evil. Is
that's
it benign? Well,
I mean, that's just like normal video game stuff at
Yes,
this point.
yes.
Which, I mean, we can talk about as being like normalizing that, but
I mean, it's benign depending on where you're at during the conflict, right?
well, yeah. And,
Well-
you don't need to hear us talk about it. Go play Spec Ops The Line.
Well, I own it. I've yet to play that.
Oh, it's
haven't
a shooter
played it.
about the horrors of war.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
like I know all about it. I just haven't played it.
I don't think I have anything more to add for a Takedown though.
Yeah, like how many hours did you guys end up putting into it?
I want to say I think I'm sitting around 6.
I was gonna say I think I'm between 5 and 6.
Same. I think I'm around 5, which I think, is telling as to, our level of anger for this episode. 5 hours.
Right, because there's not even that much there. It's a little road bump of a game. You play it a little bit and it's bad and not what you want, and then you play it with some friends and it's bad and not what you want, and then you never play it again. Because there's not like a story that I have to go through. Like some of these awful things where it's like 30 hours of story that I have to try to explain to you people about why Xehanort has become the other Xehanort.
Oh God!
And
cut
his
mic.
Xehanort.
Cut the mic.
Look, all I'm saying is I'm pretty sure at this point all molecules are made of tiny positive and negative Xehanorts.
That checks out. So, like, I don't recommend this game. However, in any game that you get some people, you're playing it together. This game was $5. I don't feel like for the time that we played, that was wasted money. Like, I enjoyed it. Sure, we didn't get very far because this game is confusingly punishing for no real reason. My biggest issue with this game is how much content you get for your money. There's not a whole lot here, which like we all put in 5-6 hours. I'm surprised we eke that much out of it. For the 3 different game modes, they're all the same map. Like they're not different maps for each game mode. That's all you got.
Yeah, it's really sparse.
Yeah.
And, as to your point, I believe, Jake, you just suggested that people have friends, not that people play games.
Yeah, that was probably it.
Yeah, I mean, because that's it. Like, how many things have we played together where it's like, oh yeah, because we were playing, like, the 2 of us or the 3 of us, that it was a good time because it was us.
Yeah.
And at this point, there are free-to-play games that are multiplayer you can play with friends that are just gonna be better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Instead of spending 2 hours playing this terrible jank game, we could have, like, picked up Apex or something.
Or like if we were trying to get our tactical shooter on, we could have played Pick a Rainbow Six game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there are plenty of things you could be doing for the same price or less if you just want to be playing a game with friends.
Did
Then
this
play
one
those.
cost $15? Was that it?
I think it was 5.
It was 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it might have been on sale. It might be 10 regularly. I don't know.
Oh, hell, I guess I'm not sure either.
I've got the internet, but I can't spell. So, it's a mixed bag whether or not I actually find this. It's $5.
Okay.
$4.99. You can buy a 4-pack for $15.
Oh, shit. Dibs on sniper.
I
Although
will
the funny
say.
thing is, there's like assault, recon, breach, and sniper, and you can set them all to have sniper rifles. So sniper, 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 and sniper.
Yeah, you can reconfigure all 4 loadouts to just be the exact same.
Yeah.
Nah, get rid of all of it. Slappers only. Tonight we die like men.
Right, there is no melee attack in this game.
Like, if I'm gonna be a tactical game and I can literally sneak up behind people, why is there no, like, takedown maneuver?
Like the name would suggest.
Right? I want to be able to sneak up behind them and then just, like, hand over mouth, knife to the jugular. Ha ha!
Full on
Stab him
rogue
with my
warrior.
saber.
Fuck you, you fucking call me fuck. Every time. Yeah.
Yeah, I should.
No stabbing with the saber. You stop that.
Oh.
You stab him with your gun like God intended.
I'm sorry. And Takedown Red Saber. You don't get to have sabers.
Or takedowns.
Or takedowns. Or red.
Well, I mean, the reviews are all red. Woof. Yeah, I think that's everything. Has anyone got anything they want to say about this dumb game anymore?
No, there's not a whole lot to it.
Right? It's short and bad, and it's, only held up by being played with friends, which is an excuse for any game ever, because every game is better with friends.
Well said. Oh, fuck it. What do we do now?
Well, now we answer letters from listeners like you. You, right there. I know, I can hear you.
Oh, God.
Hearing us. I'm right behind you. Shh, don't turn around.
Oh, if he sees you, it's already too late.
All right, so now that we've made it normal and weird, we've got 2 questions here. One of them they totally didn't expect us to read on the podcast. I'm going to do it anyway. They're asking when we're going to go see the Sonic movie.
What? No. Why? Who? Fuck that. No. Bad. Stop it. Fucking whoever wrote that, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna rub your fucking nose in it. That's not okay.
So it's
On the plus side, we have an excuse to not go see it because diseases. Go on, Jason.
yeah, there was discussion of whether or not we would go see the Sonic movie, loosely, and it never happened. Thank goodness, because neither of us wanted to. And like people say, it's not actually that bad. I'm sure it actually is. Like, there's no way it's an actually good movie.
No.
Period. I like refuse to believe. Like, I saw the trailer. If those scenes are in the movie, it's not a good movie.
Hashtag bring back original Sonic.
But then, yeah, right now, I don't even know if it's still playing, and I don't know if it'll still be playing when the whole coronavirus is over. If it's over. Or if we're all dead when this comes out.
What? No, knock that shit off. I like to think that people come here for a good time. Also because they don't know anybody. Seriously, I don't know why you download this, but thank you. It means a lot to us. It really does. But don't be all, the world's ending, blah, blah, blah. You tell them, Kat.
God damn it! We just talked about this, so fuck off. I have compressed air here and I'm not afraid to use it.
Are you and the cat doing whippets? Well, I mean, I'm not being a downer because I don't know why anyone would take anything I've ever said seriously. I mean, real talk, I don't know how theaters are like. I know, at least at the moment, some of them are like at 50% capacity.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure they're going to keep that up either.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work.
So, like, we might have just missed our opportunity to see the Sonic movie. Oh no, boo-hoo.
Oh, no.
Which is part of why we don't have a P.O. box, because someone would send it to us. I know it. And I'm
feels
not
right.
about that life. And then they followed up with a quote-unquote real question, which I'm not even sure if this is a real question. Like, this is less of a question than that last one.
Come on, string of numbers.
So it says, have you guys ever considered a
Yes.
running list of superlatives for the games you play? Like oddly specific ones, like most likely to make Jason want to incinerate Spain, might be something to consider for your next year in review show. And then it says best, comma, and then there's nothing after.
Best nothing,
That's amazing.
whomever.
It's like they were going to sign their name and then they cowered it out. Except I can see their name in the email. I'm not going to call them out, but I did just call them out.
Yes, Jason and I have talked about this before. I believe it was the last yearly review we did about drilling down to a little more specific, since the 2019 review we did was much more structured and cohesive than the 2018 one.
18 was a garbage trash fire. Seriously, go back and listen to it. You know, get those downloads up, but then delete it because it's a horrible episode. 19 was noticeably more structured, and I mean, we're still going to work on actually getting it tuned in to be like a coherent episode.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know when this episode is coming out, but at this point, if you don't know, we're not doing an E3 recap episode this year as a bonus episode because
It'd be a bit difficult this year.
there ain't no E3 to be had.
But I personally fucking love the super specific categories like game most likely to make Jason want to incinerate Spain.
I mean, but that's already held by a game, and it'll never change. I suppose. I mean, they could put out another game. I doubt
Don't speak
it.
too soon.
What game is that for us that are not up on our lore?
Zombier.
And they know what they did.
I believe I have in the episode description, if you listen closely, you could hear Jason rage seize. I'm not joking about that. You really can.
I mean, it's just a game that is absolutely grotesque in its depiction of people as well as its like assimilation of pop culture as a, hey, look, we're doing something. Look at all these pop culture references. Don't you get it yet? It has
It's not humor.
It's not, and it has no original ideas of its own, and it just gives you these horrible zombie women that are actually grotesque and horrifying to look at. The ideal woman, you know, like 70% boob. And they really make you like, hey, here's constantly this over and over. God, I hate it. It's actually one of my least favorite games we've played.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I'm enjoying this like journey down rage memory lane.
Oh, yeah, because we were going over the YouTube channel. By the way, we have a YouTube channel where all the past episodes are going up as well as all the Twitch streams. Throw that out there right quick. And so we were going through the YouTube channel as we were getting all the past episodes uploaded and just all the things that we've played that I forget about. There's a lot of them. Did you know we played a Simpsons skateboarding game?
I'm aware, yeah.
I wasn't.
I was there for it and everything. It's still not good.
That one.
Oh yeah, a lot of it. And that's 6 months out, 12 months out. It all just kind of starts to fall away. It all blends together. You have to remind me of a lot of the games that we've played. But there's ones that stick out as being extra bad, like everything Square Enix has ever done. And now you got to figure out which of the 6 Square Enix games that we've played I'm talking about.
Isn't it all of them? That's a long yes. All right, well, shit. Does that do it for questions?
Yeah, for now. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, recommendations, things you want us to talk about here on the podcast, email thebadgamecast@gmail.com. Now, if we move into the final section. That's just where we talk about the stuff we have going on. I don't know. I'm gonna hand it over to Elsa over here first. You want to plug anything? Because
Oh shit.
mine is
You can
long-winded.
follow me at Freya Faust on Twitter. I'm like one of the 3 people following the Bad Gamecast, so that's probably the easiest way to find me because spelling Freya Faust is Freya with a Y. Is it?
Yes.
Thank you.
I was just looking it
That's
up earlier
all I
because I
got.
was
All right. Well.
doing stuff.
All right. Let me limber up.
You can find me on Twitter at Jake Prey.
All right.
You got this.
You can, as we just covered, you can email thebadgamecast@gmail.com. Anything you want to have read on loud, any questions you want answered, that's where you send that. If you want the more direct approach, tweet at thebadgamecast. I run that, but anything you tweet at me will also probably get Jake's attention. If you want to see us live, and by live I mean in a little box in your computer monitor, check out Twitch, twitch.tv/thebadgamecast, Monday through Thursday, starting around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time. I don't know how time zones work.
Standard, yeah.
We run anywhere from like 2 to 11, not 11, 5 hours, depending. Who knows? You can always catch those. If you can't catch us live, you could always check out the streams are uploaded to YouTube. That's right, we have a YouTube channel. All the past episodes, and once we get caught up, current episodes will be put up as just kind of the audio. We don't have any video right now, but all of the Twitch streams are also uploaded every Friday. If you want to check out the subreddit, there is a subreddit that is r/thebadgamecast. All episodes go up there as well. There can be discussion. No one discusses now, but, you know, as I have always said, be that change. Start discussing. See what happens. Probably nothing, because we don't have enough traffic for it to matter. There's a Facebook page. Who knows? Maybe I'll lie and say it's updated. The Facebook page. Look, I don't know what you want, but, like, that's that. There is a Discord server, which is also kind of in shambles, but who knows if we'll have it prettied up by the time you get to this episode. Links for all of those in the description of this podcast. And then finally, the Patreon. Thank you to everyone who is on there. It helps support us producing this thing. Yeah, that's all,
job.
like 8 of them, right?
Got it in one take. Woo!
Right in one. And that's like, for now, people are like, why don't you have an Instagram? And I'm like, because that's why I don't. It's funny, I use social media even less and less as I've got to cover all the Bad Gamecast social medias, because it's just, I don't care. It's too much effort to pretend to care and interact with people, like Twitter especially. Like, I'm gonna shout into the abyss about nothing. Who the fuck cares?
No one, but that's what everyone else is doing on Twitter.
Yeah, so why would I bother? I already do that for the Bad Gamecast. Why would I do that for myself?
Personal fulfillment?
Who has ever been personally fulfilled by Twitter?
That's a good question.
I don't know. There's a bunch of people that spend a lot of time on Twitter that would probably answer that.
I mean, Instagram I get, because they get people to give them lots of money for nothing. Instagram's a weird place.
Never had the
I want
pleasure.
a lot of money for nothing.
Get your
Well,
chicks for free.
Be attractive, show off what you got, and get some weird thirsty dudes to send you money. Instagram!
So, Jason, are you telling me I could be a cam girl?
Yes.
I mean, I'm looking at this dumpster fire. I don't know that I can.
Oh, no. Don't use pictures of you. Find someone else.
Ooh,
Use
okay.
pictures of them.
Didn't we just say don't be a downer?
Yeah.
I'm
you,
teaching
Elsa.
you how to make money. Business classes with Jason.
I just want to shake what my mama gave me in front of a camera for thirsty dudes.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
Hey.
I like, go for it. I'm not letting you use any of the Bad Gamecast accounts for that, but if that's what you want to do with your personal time, go for
You
it.
have never seen me do anything remotely close to dancing, and you never fucking will. All right, well, if that's it for the Bad Gamecast, I've been Jake.
I'm still Jason.
I'm very, very, very tired.
Good night, everybody!
What?
No, stop recording. Why aren't you stopping?